All right, and we are live for Figure It Out. It is election day there in the United States. Here, the election's already happened. It's November 4th. So we already know the results, of course.
You guys time travelers?
Yeah.
Oh, so what happens?
Well, I can't give it away yet. It would ruin the episode.
Yeah, they wouldn't need to watch the rest of it, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we're live right now with the 2020 presidential election. Fun stuff.
So they're talking. I'm on CBS right now, and they're talking about Biden winning.
You're on CBS.
Yeah, their results are way behind what Fox was at right now, and CBS has it at 49-42 Biden. Fox is at 91-73 Biden.
But no Pennsylvania yet, right?
Nope, that one's still up in the air. Georgia, I guess one of their main counties had to stop counting because they were doing it in some professional stadium doing the ballot counting, and it flooded, so they had to postpone it for at least a day, if not more.
Okay.
I guess Georgia's a toss-up state.
So they're gonna postpone Georgia?
Yeah, at least that county, which is a big county. It might have been
kind of sketchy. I feel like something's going down already.
Right? Sounds fishy.
Asked you, and you said, "Okay, be careful," and you forgot to mention that you.
Right, so CBS just updated 63-48 Biden. He's up 15 right now.
Yeah. Shit.
West Virginia's got Donald Trump winning. I think they expected that though.
Who has Donald Trump winning?
West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
They got about half the votes in right now. I thought the Texas one would be still seems like a long shot to me, but they're saying he has a chance. Biden has a chance.
For Texas?
Yeah. Yeah, could you imagine?
However, that said.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know about Biden winning Texas. I think someone there might be smoking crack.
Right. Well, that was CBS. I'm gonna switch it back to Fox. CBS went to commercial. Indiana's going to Trump.
See, because my internet. Oh wow, Trump's winning Indiana. That's pretty big.
Kentucky's all Trump.
I felt like he was gonna win Indiana.
Yeah, go to a bunch of these swing states either because of the whole coronavirus thing or something like that.
Yeah. With the swing states, it could really go either way because of that. On him, it's like, hey, let's get rid of this guy, or it's the other way around. We're not going left this year.
They got this list of too early to call states between Arizona, Florida, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota, Texas, and Wisconsin. Texas would be the biggest one though, for sure, if they switched.
No, I was able to still see too, because even though it lagged me out a second, I have the room up on the laptop rather than the phone here, so it's still going.
I should turn my lights on.
Yeah. What are you giving Batman elections? Oh, those are badass. Everybody's got those now.
I just put
My
backlighting. I just put backlighting like TV.
It lights up all the way around the edge.
Okay. Yeah,
With
like
the mood, you know what I
a
mean?
few of my friends from back in the States. Yeah, you include, like, there's a few of my States friends now who recently got those lights.
Yeah, it's about as simple as it gets. I'd say the remote's
Yeah, I
more
think it was like
complicated. You can do whatever you want
That's
with this
cool.
thing.
Yeah, you can have all kinds of settings with that, huh?
Yeah.
I think people are getting those because they're like, oh dang, I'm about to be in the house a bunch, this pandemic. Like, let me spice up my living room real quick, or my bedroom,
Yeah, dude. You can do all kinds of shit with these. But yeah, it's only like $40 I spent between doing it to my TV and to the back of my bed.
Kind of like a live updater, so that's cool with NBC. So that would get.
Let's see if I
I
can.
guess they're saying, yeah, Biden took New York, Connecticut, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump is from New York, but there's no way a Republican's gonna win New York nowadays.
You said NBC?
Yeah. I'm looking at NBC. They have Biden 89, Trump 51 right now. And what's cool about this, they also show the Senate, which is 39 Democrat, 37 GOP, and the House, which is 54 Dem, 72 GOP.
Huh.
So the Senate race is really close too.
Yeah. Let's see. I haven't really been looking at that. I switched it back to Fox for mine. They had Biden up to 121 and Trump at 84.
It looks like right now they have Biden up in Pennsylvania and Florida.
Yeah, Florida was looking like a toss-up over here. Is it still close?
Yeah. But that's crazy to me. I don't see Biden winning. I got a lot of homies in Florida, and they're all going Trump.
Yeah.
And they said that they had a parade out there where they had cars and even just people like standing out there like for miles on end. So like it's with those districts too. It depends what districts they're counting. But
yeah, I know.
I know there is a huge line for miles in Florida for Trump. Well, they got it really close in North Carolina. They have them within 1%.
I thought they were already giving him North Carolina.
To who?
Trump. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like Biden kicked Trump's ass in New York.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Biden was going to win New York. I don't see that. I don't see New York being a toss-up state anytime soon. Especially when they're electing people like AOC. I feel like they're as far from being red as possible right now.
Good point. Oh no, they're making it sound. South Carolina's looking all like it's all Trump.
Oh, really?
South Dakota,
these
Tennessee's going Trump. And those ones
Tennessee.
Those electoral votes haven't been counted yet. They got Biden
I wonder
up by 1% almost in Texas right now.
I wonder if maybe NBC's here, because this is like just like a website update kind of thing. I wonder if it's behind yours because they still have Biden up in.
Oh, that was South Carolina. That was North Carolina. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I saw them both. It was like I thought it said 55-48, 55%, 48%.
Yeah, here on the NBC, they're showing 50% Joe Biden expected votes in, 79% of expected votes.
Florida's got Trump up by 3% with 91% of the votes in.
Oh, really? Let me take a look at that.
Florida's a big one. I suppose it depends on what channel you go to.
Okay. So yeah, the main thing, they don't have like the update. It looks like you have to click on each individual state to get the full thing going here.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, 93%. What was yours at?
91.
Your update for Florida?
91%.
91.
And it was going Trump 3.4% ahead.
Yeah, I just refreshed it and now it's 93%, and with Trump up 3% there.
Yeah, so it's about the same still. Looks like he's gonna get it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, like, cause I know I got a lot of friends in Florida, and yeah, they were showing me videos of like the the line of like just people like a Trump rally before. This was like a couple days ago. With them lined up for miles on end. So I was like, okay, even with everything that's been happening recently, Trump's still gonna win Florida.
I actually got some family out in Florida too. Never visited them. At least not there. They used to live in Texas.
Oh, okay. What part of Florida are they at?
I think they're near Orlando. I don't even remember that. I'm terrible. But
you like just name the first Florida city.
They're like a short drive from one of those major cities along the coast.
Well, Orlando is a major city.
I guess they're all
Orlando is like. What were you gonna say?
No, at first
I
I was rambling. No, because I was like, it was one of those major cities along the coast, and I was like, well, they're all along the coast, shit. Except maybe Tallahassee.
Yeah, not too many people live in that. You got a few swamp people. It's and they're hunting alligators, but love it too. Like, because people like that too. Like, they say that they're like, yeah, I'm a swamp person.
So South Carolina was dominated by Trump. Same with South Dakota. And then Tennessee's all Trump.
Because
I don't know if I missed North Carolina or not.
Mainly the only people.
Texas is getting closer. They're 0.5% apart now.
What was that last part?
I was saying Texas is within 0.5% now. It was Biden up 49.6 to 49.1%. I didn't see what percentage of votes. Washington D.C. was all Biden.
Yeah,
it was like 95% Biden.
yeah. There's like one guy in Washington D.C. who voted for Trump, and it was a joke. That's like, I mean, talking about Florida, I mean, that is the swamp right there, Washington D.C. That's where they breed swamp monsters. Yeah. See, so what they need to do is just bring all those swamp monsters from D.C., bring them down to Florida, and let them get hunted like alligators.
I couldn't imagine living there. I mean, that is a weird city. Very interesting
DC?
to visit. Yeah, but I couldn't imagine
the
living there.
contrast of it, right? You got
like,
you got
I
all
thought
these,
they had shit figured out over here. They don't.
Yeah, it's like you got all these historical buildings, and then like right outside, like there's just like homeless people living like in the cold, in 0 degrees snow.
They refuse to update anything, so traffic's always going to be a mess out there. The way they have the roads set up.
Oh my goodness. ridiculous.
It's like people gotta
Yeah,
get through here. Like we gotta fix this. I don't care how historic it is. It doesn't work anymore.
yeah, especially when they have big events there, and then that just blocks off the whole city, and because they're constantly having big events there because it's the freaking capital,
Yeah.
and then you can never do anything there. Yeah. Have you been there since last time we went?
Hell no. For what?
Well, like I said, there's a lot of big events there.
So like
but,
going across country again.
yeah,
Yeah, I nearly got stuck there last time.
You had the worst luck with your plane stuff.
I had to quit drinking is all. I'd probably be fine now, but
Yeah.
alcohol's never done me any favors.
I've never had any problems with airports and stuff until here. I'll let you know when you come out to visit us here, plan accordingly on your trip back home because the Manila airport is the worst. They're so inefficient. It takes like hours to do anything. And in
North Carolina was saying Biden still. Yeah.
The Senate's at 40 Dem, 37 GOP now, isn't it? It looks like I'm imagining that GOP will definitely take the House. It looks like Trump's taking North Dakota.
North Carolina was showing Biden was up by like 1%.
That could still switch. I feel like how much results was that in on yours?
I don't remember. I didn't see it actually. I didn't see what percentage. It flips through stuff so quickly.
Yeah, no, it switched. They're only at 29% in, and but Trump's up. Trump has 56% now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see Trump losing South Carolina.
Fox has it at Biden 129 and Biden 129, Trump 94, I think is what it said.
So you're saying that there's going to be a holdup for Georgia?
That's what they're saying, yeah.
Yeah. Trump just jumped up to 57% there. I mean, he may not even need that other county.
Yeah, it shows him way ahead over there too.
And oh my goodness, you're right. Texas is really close. But I mean, they're just at 73%. But it's it's way closer than you would think. But
California is closer than you'd think too, or at least it was. But,
what's that?
We're gonna be the last ones to have our votes in, besides, Hawaii. But shit about their vote.
California never matters anyway. They kind of just you just write blue and
right.
You just,
it's kind of frustrating.
It's over before it's just okay. Here's these 55 electoral votes for the day.
It's kind of frustrating for the Central Valley because a lot of it's Republican, but it's mostly San Francisco and LA that make the final decision, and they're a lot more liberal.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much only San Francisco and LA that make the decision.
Right. They just organize all their counties around those two cities and their suburbs.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at like all the other counties in California, actually, it's pretty split now.
Mhm. Oh yeah, it's all about region because it's all farming in the San Joaquin Valley. and so they tend to lean Republican. And then along the coast, they're a lot
Yeah,
more liberal. So,
yeah, but I mean, even on the coast, actually, and a lot of the coast is actually pretty split now.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, it had been liberal, but you know, recently I would say, and well, obviously back in Reagan, Reagan actually won California, but yeah, since then it's got pretty blue, but now you'll see like along the coast, there's a lot of counties that are I'd say like close to 50-50, maybe 40-60. Um, yeah, I mean it's really LA and San Francisco and parts of San Diego actually. Not even all of San Diego's blue anymore.
Yeah, crazy how things can change in just a few elections. I was just talking about it with Wade and Tyler, and I was saying it all flipped around when Obama got elected, and he didn't do as much as everybody thought he was going to do. A lot of people started losing faith in the Democrats.
Yeah, man, I give him a shot, man. I was
I was rooting for him too.
because
I didn't.
I was never like. I was never like Democrat or Republican. I've always kind of been like, pretty open minded. Like, let me see what's going on, and and I'll go accordingly. Because I'm a situationist international down at heart, but
I can relate.
Looking at I voted for Obama the first time. After that tragedy, I didn't vote for him the second time, but but I gave him a fair shot. I was rooting for the guy. And that was the big disillusionment from the Democrat. In the words of the great prophet Sarah Palin, I bought into all his hopey changey business. And I felt bamboozled. As the greater George Bush said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, go Texas or something like that.
Shame on you more.
It won't be shame on me, darn it.
Never shame on me.
I'm the president. I don't have to take blame.
Baby, you know who I am. Shame on you.
Do you know who my dad is?
Right. Oh man, he was hard to listen
Trump
to.
taking out South Dakota. What's that?
I was still talking about George Bush. He was hard to listen to. Like I was rooting for him, but I mean it was hard to back him up when his speeches would get so ridiculous sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was kind of like Trump in that he would always kind of put his foot in his mouth, but even though like
this was on accident, I feel like Trump does
it
on purpose. Trump's like, watch who I'm gonna get away with saying today.
He was like, Bush's were more like he just was a little slow there in some departments, But Trump's was like, I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I don't care.
Anyways,
they have Trump way up in Virginia. They have Biden up by a little in Wisconsin. ABC's giving a quick rundown right now. Oh, they have Biden winning Pennsylvania right now, but only 19% in. Pennsylvania is a really important one. Do you know which states Trump has to clinch here so far of these early ones? Because I feel like if Trump would have clinched Pennsylvania, that would have been the kicker. But now, if Biden wins Pennsylvania, it could be a scrap to the end.
Yeah, you know, Ohio's an important one too. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
That's like the swing state. And that's 20 points. Now one's neck
Yeah.
and, that one's neck and neck right now.
Ohio's always a big swing.
They upgraded on Fox 129, 100 Biden in total electoral votes in. Switch it over to go back to CBS. Spend a minute. CBS is Biden up 89-63, so it's like they're quite a bit behind, or they're just getting their information from somewhere else. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they all get their information from somewhere else. There's a big stream.
Fox is just anticipating by throwing numbers up before all the polls are in. Who knows?
Man, Ohio is breaking neck and neck.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to call that tonight if it stays that close.
Oh man. They're doing some real deep analyzations on CBS, talking about what's it's all because of union voters apparently.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio is dead ass close.
They're not showing the numbers over here right now. They're just analyzing it.
Yeah, I mean, this one has them just within, 50,000 votes. That gives you swing in the county.
Florida's almost done. No, you already looked that up, huh? They're still 91% over here.
I mean, it looks like Trump's got that on a lot.
Trump's got Virginia. No.
Florida. Because I mean, it looks like they don't have Jacksonville in that. I don't see Trump losing Tallahassee or Jacksonville. Possibly Miami area, but even still, he'll have enough support there to where that's not going to get. He's not going to lose Florida. I'm calling Florida a wrap.
Yeah, it looked like it was done. They're talking about. I don't understand why they're saying they got a check mark next to Biden in Virginia, but Trump is up right now by quite a bit.
See, they know the secret stuff.
I don't understand what's going on in Virginia. I didn't quite hear what they were saying, or I got it turned down quite a bit.
Yeah, because Trump is way up in Virginia. Granted, they have 43% expected votes in, but then also with the Senate too. Like GOP has the Senate vote there, so it looks like they're going to overturn the Senate for GOP.
Oh shit!
And win that over.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and so I mean, with them doing that, I don't. If they're going that hard even for the Senate, I don't see Trump losing that. What thing did you say has a check mark for Biden in Virginia?
That was on Fox. And like it only said like 46% of the votes were already in.
Yeah, I wonder why they're doing that. That's still anybody's ballpark.
Right. But they had Trump well ahead by like 300,000 votes.
Yeah. I mean, granted, Virginia does usually go blue, but Trump's winning.
Right? Yeah, they already got a mark blue on here. Weird. That's part of his 129 points, though. It just said race called.
Huh. Are they telling you something about that?
They were talking about it. Now they're showing the whole race, like the entire U.S.
Oh, Dem just won some more House seats, so that House is closer than that. But honestly, Trump said he thought that they might win the Senate, and it's looking like it could be close.
Right now, Fox has Trump ahead in Ohio. And he's 0.4% behind Biden in North Carolina with 86% of the votes in.
All right, and we're back. So after that brief commercial break,
Delete.
so the next poll's close here in about 4 minutes, and they just announced that Trump just jumped up in Ohio again.
Mm-hmm.
And just like right there in the like little 5-minute break.
He just passed him in North Carolina on this one too. It's still really close, but
yeah, important counties are getting counted in right now.
mm-hmm.
And so Trump jumping up in Ohio right there was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
For Trump.
they're gonna be announcing some more polls here in a few minutes. I don't see
North
Trump
Carolina. He took the lead in North Carolina and in Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. He's up by 2.6% in Ohio. 74% of the votes in.
Yeah, NBC is late, man. Yeah, does that one? What was the one that you said had Biden for Virginia, even though Trump's winning?
That was on Fox.
Do they still have it like that?
I think it was a projection.
Oh, because you said they had a check mark. Usually they only do the check mark when it's like, all right.
That's how they're making it sound, yeah.
Because they just went up to 53% in Virginia, and Trump's still at the same lead with 53%.
Well, one of the guys was arguing that it's the city votes that take the longest to count up because such a dense population there.
That's silly.
That was his argument. And so he's saying a lot of those votes won't get counted till later, and a lot of those votes are going to go to Democrats.
Basically, they're cheating. That's the dumbest argument I've heard. Okay, yeah, it looks like. Yeah, as I thought, Minnesota is more blue than.
They got Trump up to 109, Biden at 129.
I was gonna tell a joke, but I ruined it because I had to eat, and it totally killed the timing. I just woke up, folks. I gotta get my morning nutrition in.
I was just hungry. Yeah, they actually have, they are on Fox. They're giving Virginia to
This guy,
Biden.
Sorry, this guy's trying to argue that NPR is sophisticated. because that's what the sophisticated people listen to and read.
The old
Oh
people.
my god. Huh?
I said the old people.
No, young people actually. There's a lot of college students and like just out of college who listen to NPR, and they
Really?
think they're so much more informed because they don't listen to those other ones. They listen to NPR. So that is the like NPR perception, but man, have you ever read those articles? They're tripe.
hmm It's been a long time.
Yeah, even when you read that, their interview, it's like, what is this?
I don't.
When I read NPR, I just feel like I'm getting smacked with like bullshit over my face. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
you're not getting more
well,
educated. You're getting more of somebody's personal opinion. Oh, they got the popular vote up. Yeah, Trump's still up by like 1 million.
NBC just updated Ohio now.
Where they at?
Yeah, 69% voted. Trump has 50.5%. Looks like Ohio's going to be closer than it was in the past when he faced Hillary, but I think he can still clinch it.
I think he still will. I've never paid this much attention to it all. Yeah.
I watched the election, the whole thing last time too. You know,
I've sat
was
through a
actually-
lot of this before. But yeah,
I was working it. What's that?
I was just saying I've sat through all of this before, but I didn't care as much or find it as interesting as I do now.
Yeah, I think this definitely is the most interesting one. So yeah, I don't know how much of it is that we're getting older, and how much of it that like this actually just like politics just has actually just been getting more interesting of the past. I mean, because
Thanks to
Trump
Donald
being
Trump.
Trump being the president is an interesting figure in itself. It's like, whoa, wait, this guy, all right.
Right.
No.
Okay, so I had it at 68% for Ohio.
When
Sorry.
Trump won, I was just like, wow, okay. Well, let's see what happens here.
Right. What a roller coaster it's been, and I'm down for 4 more. I'm enjoying this ride. It's been fun.
Yeah, dude. Man, I try to be telling people, man, you got to get on the Trump train. It's the best ride. It's the best ride in the park.
It's a party. Oh, Trump up even higher in Ohio. 75% in. He's up by 3.2% now.
Oh, nice.
And they're
Yeah, NBC's a little
49 to
NBC's a
49
little slow. Are there
North Carolina.
Senate seats on the line in Ohio? It's not showing them on NBC here.
I don't see anything about Senate seats on the Fox one.
They're showing that in Ohio, though, so far for the House, GOP has 7 and Dems have 4. There's still 5 to go of those that are uncalled.
The popular vote keeps coming in a little bit higher every time. They had Trump up by 1.2 million now.
So he might. So,
Remember he lost the popular vote last time.
Yeah, so that would be great because then they'll have nothing to say on that. Like if he wins, if he wins the Electoral College and the popular vote, like
Yeah.
it'll like of course they won't, but it'll just be like the ultimate like shut up. If you lose to all games have to have rules, otherwise it's not a game. It's just,
Right. Yeah.
You know,
there's no calling
people
that
beating each
cheating.
other
That's
up.
just the way it worked out. Like that's the by the
Yeah.
rules he won. So
Yeah,
it's not the first time
and
it's
the both
happened either. So I
yeah,
mean,
and both
it could go either way.
candidates know how they're supposed to be campaigning. They know they're campaigning to win the electoral college.
Mm-hmm.
They both know the rules. But you can argue that the electoral college should be eliminated, but it's not yet. Therefore, if the election is ran on the electoral college, you have to win by those rules.
Yep. You don't got to tell me.
I'm not telling you. I'm just speaking
Pennsylvania's a big one, and Trump's up
for the 5
3.3%.
people that end up watching our podcast.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Let's not scare them away. We don't have too many. Yeah, Pennsylvania is going Trump right now. They still got a long ways to go in the counting, but he's up 3.4%.
Wait, you said where?
Pennsylvania.
No way.
That's 20
Oh my
votes right there.
goodness. Whew. Let's go. I really want Trump to win Pennsylvania. That's big. How can I get it? Can I get a tweet out like, "Hey, come on, Trump, win Pennsylvania. Get out there." Yeah, I got a lot of peoples out there in Pennsylvania,
You got
but
people
they're more in
everywhere.
the city area, so they're all voting blue. I try to have it really pays to have friends in different countries because it's nice. Like when my wife and I went out traveling, we end up somewhere and be like, oh yeah, don't worry, I got a friend here. They're gonna show us around, so it's kind of nice. Like each country we went to, we always kind of had like a little tour guide or someone to meet up with or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We got Trump up in North Carolina again. It was tied, but Trump's up 0.6% right now. 90% in. That could be. That was going to be a close one right there. It's coming down the wire. North Carolina.
You said North Carolina is going to come down to the wire?
They got 90% in, and Trump. It was tied almost 50-50, and Trump is now up 0.6%. Yeah, they're. I didn't even get to watch anything on NBC. It was playing commercials, so I went back to CBS. CBS was way behind, but a lot of those big 50-50 ones are still up in the air. So
the Senate race is still really close.
How's that looking?
43 Dems, 38 Republicans.
Pretty rare to have both.
Yeah, if he gets the Senate, dude, oh man, 2021 is gonna be crazy. It's about to pop off.
I'm looking forward to it. Pennsylvania, he's pulling way even further.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, Ohio could both go either way. Those are neck and neck. And
those are both 40.
Carolina,
that's 40 votes between the two of them. 20 each,
Yeah.
Florida's looking like Trump for sure now.
Yeah, Florida would be Trump. Like, honestly, I don't know what the deal is going on.
You can't lose Texas, though.
I feel like Trump's going to still win Georgia because what the heck?
That's looking like Georgia to me, too. I know they're talking about the one county, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. Even
he's up by so much there that, I don't think it's going to matter.
Texas is a crazy toss-up, though. The fact that one's so close.
Yeah.
And that's 38 votes right there.
Oh no, Trump just pulled got a little bit more cushion there. Yeah, he's about 3% up there now.
Okay. Yeah, it was real close to 50-50 for a minute.
Yeah, it was. But I think they are maybe doing that to be funny, like just.
Yeah, this is Fox we're talking about. Like, oh, let's give them some hope.
Yeah, like make it like oh man, what's gonna happen there? Because
Fox has Biden at 129 in electoral votes, and Trump is at 109.
Yeah, I
But,
see that on Fox.
those big states are still up in the air. Florida's still up in the air. Georgia's still up in the air. North Carolina's still up in the air. Ohio, Trump's
I can't
still
believe
pulling
North
away.
Carolina's so close.
Yeah, that's concerning, huh? But Ohio's really starting to lean towards Trump. He's up 4.4% now.
Yeah, he's starting to pull away there.
4%, 5.4%. Michigan's going all Trump so far.
But yeah, the Fox one's weird. They have Biden checked off in Maine as well, even though Trump is up by 5% there.
Yeah, Trump is leading in Maine and Trump is leading in Virginia, and they gave him both of those. It's a little confusing. I guess it's just some sort of projections that they're doing based on what votes haven't been counted yet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because apparently they have about 21% in there in Maine, so I don't see how you call that. I mean, they can go anyway with 70% left to be counted.
Right.
And Trump crushed in the Dakotas.
Yeah.
Biden's winning Montana though. I wonder why. They're only 19% in though.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I would assume that he takes all of the Midwest, except for Colorado and maybe.
And then that western region doesn't matter.
They're not worth a whole lot, yeah.
Washington, Oregon, California, those will go blue, and it doesn't matter. They always go blue.
Mm-hmm. Colorado's already marked off as going Biden.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't surprise me.
Well, because, you had a mass influx of people moving to Colorado and
Arizona is going Biden, though. Isn't that unusual?
What's that?
Does Arizona normally go blue?
No.
They're looking like they're going Biden right now.
Yeah, they do. It's great. I've actually got a friend over there who does like underground journalism type stuff for them and stuff, and they had a huge Trump rally too, where they had people lined up for miles. So but it's just certain parts of Arizona too. I don't know.
North Carolina is still at 91% and Trump up 0.6%.
The way I see it going is Biden winning Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, that little area.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm hoping that Trump can pull off Ohio and Pennsylvania, and of course North Carolina. It's if he could do that, then he could get this, because Florida. He's gonna get Florida and Texas. It's just they're calling those toss-ups, but there's no way.
Right. That would be a head scratcher right there. I mean,
I know there is a big celebrity push in Texas. All of them really campaign. All the celebrities were campaigning hard in Texas, turn Texas blue, yada yada. But come on, man, it's Texas.
They might have gotten Austin or maybe even Houston.
That's what I'm
thinking. The rest of it.
Granted, a lot of people have moved to Austin in recent years, and of course that's all blue votes. Let's say with Colorado, right? All the people moving it's like they don't get it. They move out of where they're coming from because it turned into crap, and they come into Denver, they come into Austin, and they vote in the same crappy politics that they just left from. It's like, did you not learn the last time?
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't. Yeah, I hadn't even considered that, but that's funny to think about. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
because I mean, they've had a huge amount of people move there in recent years. You know, like Denver and Austin are two of the biggest transfer.
yeah, influx of people.
Yeah, transfer influxes. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm still.
Right. I know what you're saying.
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm glad you do.
Oh yeah, but that's funny to consider because you don't think about these people don't know how to run this area that I live in, so I need to go somewhere where they got it more figured out, and then you go and vote for the same type of shit that pissed you off in the first place. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah. It's like, are you trying to run yourself out of there again?
When are people gonna be like, oh, it's not everybody else, it's me?
Yeah, it's like, is corrupt politicians pricing you out of your neighborhood? Why don't you move here and price yourself out of your neighborhood again?
Dude, Trump's pulling away in popular vote too.
North Carolina is still razor sharp close though.
Dude, Trump's killing in the popular vote. He's up almost 2 million now. He just keeps going up in the popular vote.
Wow, yeah, I see that.
It's around 1.7 last I just said. 1.7 million votes.
Well, that's kind of cool too. You can kind of see it by county.
So what do we do if Biden wins? What do you think will change?
Man, I don't know, man.
So I assume it to just be more of the same with Trump, which is fine. You know, the economy has been doing better. He's been probably one of the more business savvy presidents we've had in a while. So I mean,
well, especially if he's able to just do it. Like, honestly, the sweetest spot would be if he actually does pull off winning the Senate. I mean, like, then, like, if he's actually true to his word and we just go all out with the, like, let's bring this back, no more of this pandemic BS, then things are just gonna skyrocket, you know?
It's looking Trump. They're giving that one to Trump. Yeah, too early to call. Says Arizona, Florida, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota, Texas, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Colorado is so freaking blue now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You give everybody weed and they all vote Democrat.
Yeah, they thought they were special for a minute, and now look at them. It's like, sure, everybody's doing it now. You're not special,
right? Before you had people like in droves driving to Colorado to go get legal weed. It's like,
yeah, it's the place to be for a minute, and then Colorado's like, hey, we're look at us, we're cool.
Yeah, and now look at it. It's turning into.
No,
and honestly, because Denver's an awesome city too. Like, what? It's going downhill, man.
I'm from Colorado. I was born in Fort Collins, and I got family outside of Denver. They live in Littleton. So, yeah, no, I love old Colorado. I haven't been there since all this went down, though. It's been years.
Oh, okay. You haven't
know what new Colorado's like.
You haven't been there post-weed era?
Yeah, I have no idea what it's like there now. I imagine it's like a landlocked Oregon.
A landlocked Oregon. No, do people really even do the beach thing in Oregon anyway? when I go up there, they're just kind of like, you know, forest people, you know, foraging mushrooms and
They'll
building
probably
tree
do that
forts.
on the coast too. Yeah. It's probably the same shit on the coast. You just have a view of the ocean is all, and the weather sucks.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't know, because there's something about it, like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little biased, but the beaches in Oregon just don't compare to the ones in Cali.
I mean, a lot of the beaches in California don't compare to the beaches in California. Like not the ones that you're talking about.
That's
So you
true.
come up north here. If you go straight out, you hit like Fort Bragg or something. It's not the same kind of coast as you got down in LA or Santa Barbara, especially.
Yeah, that's true. I am a bit spoiled. I have had like the, you know, the quintessential, like, stereotypical, you know, California beach.
You got the tropical beach climate out there. I mean, it's not quite tropical, but a lot closer than it is out here.
Well,
I know
it's just it's not
Tyler
that it's
goes abalone
tropical, it's
diving
just
out
that
here.
it's never really that cold. Yeah, like, but those yeah, like, you know, like San Francisco gets cold as hell.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't know that if you haven't been to San Francisco, you go to visit there, you be prepared to dress warm at night because as soon as the sun goes down, it's like cold wind
Yeah.
comes in.
Yeah, that cold wind is no joke.
You go from shorts and a t-shirt to you're needing pants and a sweatshirt real quick.
Yeah, why do you think you know, people can escape Alcatraz? You know, yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, forget it. I'm out of this prison, dude. I'll swim for it. Nah, I'm going back. Hey, I'm sorry. Here to cuff me. You can take me back to my cell. Forget it.
If they didn't drown.
Yeah, dude. You weren't getting off of that little island.
I wasn't one person they couldn't find at one that everybody that tries to swim away there's just one buyer they couldn't find or something like that.
Yeah, which, you know, I'm
99%
99% sure they just drowned and, you know, got took by the current somewhere.
probably. But, no, I mean there's good beaches out here. It's just different. Like Tyler's gone scuba diving out near Fort Bragg to get abalone shells and stuff like that. And you can't go for live abalone right now, but you can take the dead shells.
Yeah, that's true. I like the San Francisco pier and all that, but yeah, that's true. You guys don't have beaches, but there's parts, but you know, that are decent. But yeah, I guess really the best beaches and stuff are in Southern Cali.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are like the kind of beaches that you picture going to visit when you're thinking of a beach.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like, of course, like the beach that you see in the movies, right? Because it's, you know, Hollywood, right? So you see all the nice ones.
It's funny. Yeah, you're talking about or saying that you're from California. Like, well, for me at least, and not living anywhere near the coast and hardly ever seeing the ocean, and never meeting any celebrities. You know what I mean? Like, all the things they expect you to do when you're in California. Like, I'm nowhere near all that stuff.
Yeah, but you still did. You went out with me and met like DMX and who you came with me to see someone else.
Well, I only met DMX and Mac Miller was there too. But,
yeah, Mac Miller really quick.
If I could have stayed another day, we could have met some other group. I don't remember who.
Yeah, I forget. Mrs. like, oh yeah, stay the next day and you can meet so and so. But yeah, you had to work the next day or something, right?
Yeah, to get back home.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you came down there a few times and met some peeps with me. It's so weird, like thinking about like yeah, like my life is kind of spoiled. Like yeah, I actually like lived by all those nice beaches and like yeah, I met celebrities and stuff. But it's funny that because I've never cared about all that stuff. Like so like
Right.
when I meet like other people like in other parts of the states and other countries, they're like, oh like yeah, did you like meet celebrities and stuff? I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know, I never like cared about any of that stuff because there's some people
Right.
like that's what they want to go to California for. Like they want to meet celebrities, they want to go to those beaches, and it's funny
Mhm.
because like I actually more like I really love our mountains because like we have the nice beaches, but we have really beautiful mountain
We do.
areas too,
I
and
think that's something that my area is actually even better known for, being in
mhm,
the northern part of California. We have some
yeah,
really nice mountains out here.
yeah, I used to live up there for a little bit.
Yeah, you did. Actually, just yesterday I was out. We were out up in the hills, looking down on the valley, and it was an interesting view because it had been a while since I've been out there. But yeah, you could see. It's still kind of smoky, unfortunately, but you can see the whole valley pretty well
Wow,
now.
really? It's still
Yeah,
smoky there?
yeah. I didn't realize it until I went out there, but looking down on the valley, you can see it's all still hazy.
Dang, that's great. Like, like the world's moving so fast, like everyone already like kind of like moved to like the next thing because that news cycle's so fast. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
oh man, goodness. All right, we're back again after a little intermission, commercial break.
Right. So at this point, you know that Ohio and Texas is going to Trump now.
Yo, you look so
It's,
trippy with the fan there. You're like in a silhouette, like Twilight
sorry, I'm fixing my belt.
Land. For sure.
I just got it sitting on my bed. The phone sitting on my bed. All right, here we go.
Oh, there you are. I thought you were gonna like fly through like the light. He's like through his like light shadow, like do like a matrix move through there or something.
Probably should have.
Speaking of red pills, though, it looks like, dude. Honestly, I mean, Trump has a huge margin now in Pennsylvania, like
Yeah, he does. I was just about to say that.
41, and yeah,
He already got Ohio. That was a big one.
yeah, and yeah, he ended up getting Ohio. He clinched that. He clinched Iowa.
Needs Michigan and Wisconsin, maybe, and it's over.
Yeah, and he definitely has Michigan. Like he has such a large margin though. He's gonna win those. But Wisconsin wants to be special, so I heard that they're not announcing it.
Yeah,
That they're not gonna.
Pennsylvania wasn't supposed to be either.
Yeah, so they're not gonna call those ones tonight, even though we can clearly see here that Trump is one. I mean, they already have Philly in there. If you look at the counties, if they already have most of the votes of Philly, and then then Biden's not gonna get a million votes and over and like catch this. Yeah,
Did you see that Biden took back over the popular vote?
yeah, well, because
By 1.4 million now.
they added in all the California ones, which
Right.
by the way, it was funny. They called California like 10 minutes, 8 minutes after.
Like as soon as it came up.
Yeah, it was like, okay, California's up and California's Democrat. Okay. And the other funny one was they haven't even announced any of the votes in Hawaii, and they just said, yeah, Biden won Hawaii. It's like, oh, so I guess we just don't count. I just guess we don't count those.
We choose for them.
Yeah.
So it's a coin toss.
Yeah, they literally 0% of votes in, and they already gave the check mark to Hawaii. They're like, yeah, why bother?
That's
That's
funny.
just like the ultimate, like, yeah, you guys don't matter. We know you're going to go Democrat. We'll just give Biden those points, and we'll see how everything else plays out.
It won't change anything.
It's like, has Hawaii ever affected an election? No. Yeah, and even though they're not announcing Georgia or Wisconsin tonight, I mean, in all probability, Trump has those. Yeah, now Wisconsin's up to 81% and same margin.
Yeah, Georgia's just been going up
So-
too.
Yeah, Georgia's actually, it seems like he's getting a wider margin as it goes along. So, and finally he finally has a little bit of cushion there in North Carolina. And
Yeah, they haven't called that one yet, but that's looking like Trump too.
like, remember how Virginia was like, they already called Joe Biden even though Trump was winning? Well, Joe Biden now has passed Trump there, and so it looks like Joe Biden will indeed take there. But it's kind of still fishy. It's like,
Yeah,
why did they already know Virginia?
just based on past votes, I guess they're able to
Yeah.
make those projections. But
Yeah, but even still, it's like, because it's, you know, I
Right
mean,
on.
it's not like California and New York. It's like that seemed called quite prematurely.
right,
But they were right about Arizona and calling that early. It looks like Joe Biden will, in fact, take Arizona.
surprising and not surprising at the same time.
Yeah,
It's 11
Maricopa,
wins though. It's no small.
Maricopa County kind of sold out a while back. Yeah, some of those lower regions of Arizona weirdly flipped blue. But that was
Yeah.
that was prior till all this anyway.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't even really considered a swing state. It's mostly Republican, or it's been Republican for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, and so
That was
yeah,
a weird one.
yeah, Arizona was definitely a big surprise there, but
But apparently, Florida was given a 70% chance to go to Biden by like the New York Times or something like that. Oh, don't quote me on that.
it
They
was
made that
it was
in.
somewhat.
It was one of
Yeah,
those big newspapers made that projection, and they were way off.
Yeah, a lot of people were predicting Florida going the other way, and it was just like, with talking to the people that I know down there, and like just like knowing what I know about Florida, and like just seeing the momentum in Florida, it didn't seem they had a snowball's chance in hell
Right.
to go blue.
That swung real quick too, because it started off at the beginning of our night. Started off looking like Biden was winning, and then it quickly turned to Trump and never looked back.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's weird. Like, what county? It seems like, are they counties to seem close at first to keep things interesting? Because there's a lot of states, like Texas too,
Yeah,
was really close, and then as it went along, Trump started getting a further and further lead, and it's just like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, no matter how all the celebrities over there and all the stuff that they're doing, there's just like, everyone would have screamed foul if if Texas went blue. There's just no way.
right.
Now, give it another 4 years, maybe you can pull something together. But in that short amount of time, swinging Texas blue, there's, it would have been, there would have been some serious case of like, okay, was there voter fraud?
Right. Now, what about Nevada? Nevada's still not counted.
Yeah, they come in late, but Nevada won't matter at this point. Really, I mean, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. There, if
Feel
Trump
pretty
pulls those
confident in
ones
all
out,
three of those.
yeah, if Trump pulls those ones out, which it's looking like he definitely will, then that's a wrap.
Mhm. They
Other
just gave him
other
Montana.
yeah. The other big thing is that it looks like the Senate actually did flip. Uh, the
Yeah.
Republicans are up right now 46-45. So,
Oh.
and all the rest are pretty much,
The
you know, just,
House is strong Republican. Last I checked.
yeah, it's close though. It's 142 Democrat now, 154 Republican.
They caught up a
So,
little bit.
yeah, yeah.
It's
That,
basically even in the Senate.
yeah, yeah. I think so. It looks like that will hold out, and um, the Republicans will win the Senate by like a point,
That's nuts.
which is crazy. So it's just going to be firing at all cylinders. Well, not necessarily, because we do know that there's a couple fake senators in there, a couple fake Republican senators in
Right.
there who are, rhinos, Republican in name only. So it might make some votes interesting who don't want to get on board, but with all the pressure they're seeing now, with all the support of Trump, that it will be really bad for them if they don't go the party line now, because before, they could kind of play the, oh, I'm the nice Republican, I'm not voting with Trump, and that fake card. But
Mhm.
now that Trump has this momentum, if they try to play that now, it seems like whoever the next Republican candidate will be, the Republican Party will be so against them that people will vote them out because they didn't stand by with the whole rest of the Republicans who, because there's probably concern before of like, oh well, if they could be one of the quote unquote good Republicans, then they could get on board with whoever comes in if they're, anti-Trump. But now with Trump's popularity, like, if they're not on board, they won't be coming back.
Right. Yeah. You can, if you pick the wrong side after the last election, you could be in trouble now.
What time is it over there, by the way?
It's 9:50. The roommates just went to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm talking a little quieter.
Like, yeah, it'll be a Trump victory. If things hold out for the Senate, then they could pull that upset and flip that red. Man, this is going to be an interesting next 4 years. Then it'll be like actually real Republican powerhouse.
Yeah, with Trump not working towards another election, he's working towards just, legacy, I suppose. So I suppose we get the best of him next 4 years.
Yeah. Now it's time to put up or shut up. Like everything he couldn't do because of not having all of Congress with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still the Congress will be close, but I mean he has about as much as he can have working for him at this point.
It's about as good of a situation as he could have hoped for,
Yeah.
Even if he was real close there, if it was down just a little, like if they lost by just a point or two, they're still doing better than what we expected. So I mean,
Yeah.
But winning that's gonna be huge.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. With this that means he has to do everything he said as far as you know, the riots that's been happening. He has to go hard against, you know, cracking down on those. There could be no more dilly dallying, like, oh, should we send people in? Like, no, stop the burning of people's businesses, like right away. Don't put up with that. This pandemic, you know, open things back up. No more of the crazy, you know, authoritarian crackdowns. You know, tell Gavin Newsom to shut up. Like, tell Cuomo to shut up. Like, just shut. Like you have the power now.
Yeah, it's looking like he's got Michigan in the bag.
Yeah, Michigan for sure, and Wisconsin as well. They just want to be cute by saying that they're not going to announce it tonight.
Yeah, Wade and Tyler predicted that they were trying to prevent riots.
No, it's just that Wisconsin isn't you know, it's not every day that Wisconsin gets to be important about anything. So they're just like, ooh, everyone's looking at us. You know, they're, you know, the fat girl who gets like the pity votes at the prom, and everyone just kind of votes for it, like, and she's like, oh, everyone's finally being nice to me, you know, and you know, one of those twee 80 movies where it's like, you know, it's not about the outward appearance, it's beauty's inside, and you know, all those fun cliche things.
You don't believe in that stuff?
What do you mean?
I'm totally superficial, you know. It's all about the looks to me.
It's only the looks for me. Personality doesn't matter.
Not at all. If anything, the more personality she has, the worse they are.
Yeah, because of course it's the internet, and that's how people flip it, right? Like, oh, you're talking about like attractiveness. That means that's all you care about. It's like, yeah, because it's definitely this or the other.
It can only be one extreme or the other. It can't be anywhere in the middle.
Yeah.
It's all black and white.
It's only black
or red and blue
all the time. Yeah, but this is great. This was a fun little election play out. There's some interesting twists here and there, some sudden suspenses, like, oh, what's happening with Virginia? What's happening with Arizona? Pennsylvania was looking dicey, but it looks like you know, everything's playing out for the best.
Right. This guy's trying to give, like, he's doing a projection. He's giving Biden Michigan. I don't see how you can do that.
Yeah, because it's already 60% in. You've seen it like completely flip in the last 40% of the votes.
Yeah, I mean, assuming there isn't another major flip, I just don't see it.
Yeah, where would that be? I mean, the counties that blue are leading in is where blue's going to lead in.
I mean, we talked about Michigan before. They're not going to. I mean, they've been predominantly with blue in the past, right? But I know they're one of the kind of swing states, though.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't know. They're the biggest mess out of everybody. And, you know, we were saying that a couple of podcasts ago, maybe last podcast. I don't remember.
Right.
But they need the most help out of everybody out there in Michigan.
Let's see here. If you know, if given the remaining uncalled states, like even if Biden does win Michigan now, but Trump still holds on to Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, then it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Saying in Georgia,
he's almost guaranteed it with just Pennsylvania is what it looks like.
Yeah, like there's no
Biden
way.
can win Michigan, and Trump can still win the whole thing, even if Biden wins Michigan. That's what he was showing.
Okay, yeah, even if Biden wins Michigan, yeah, because there's no way at this point with 86% and Trump with that kind of lead, he has like 8.5 lead, 9% lead. Like he's not losing Georgia. It's not happening. And I mean, North Carolina is pretty much counted for. Unless there's like
They're already
huge-
giving North Carolina to Trump.
Oh, on yours they already updated that.
Yeah. No, I think so. Oh, never mind. I'll have to wait till it comes back around again. I thought they did.
Yeah, the only place that has a possible enough margin.
Johnson's at 84% and Trump's up there.
The only place that has a possible enough margin for Joe Biden to come back is Pennsylvania and Michigan. Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Gave Biden Minnesota though.
Oh yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. A lot of people were saying that Minnesota was gonna go red because of the riots and stuff, but Minnesota is like radically left now. I don't think people is it like the reason the riots like went down there is because it is so radically left. Like it wasn't that the people were gonna be like, oh, look at these riots. We need to vote for the other party now. Like, no, it was like the people rioting are the people who are gonna be voting blue.
Mm-hmm. Right. They got Georgia. Georgia's also probably gonna go Trump. 86% votes in, and he's up by almost 6%.
Yeah, I don't know why they're joking with Georgia.
Had to be some sort of drama there too, huh?
Right. Honestly, are they gonna announce some more Senate seats soon, or are they still waiting on those too?
Not sure.
Oh,
They just showed the House at 157, 144. I think that's what you had them at.
well, yeah, no, Republicans got a few more, House seats now. You're right. But the Senate updated on this one here, and it's at tie at 46 now. I think that's going to keep going tit for tat if everything holds out as you would think that it would. But you never know. Maybe the Dems will swing something in the Senate back and hold on to it.
Biden's still at 1.6 million in the popular vote.
Yeah, and really, where that comes, it's California. It's just there's so many people. And
I know. I still find it interesting. Because
it's like, I mean, California and New York, it's gonna go blue, and those are so many votes.
they announced California, Oregon, and Washington all back to back to back, going Democrat, all at once.
It's gonna be interesting to see how the Democrats react to this loss.
They didn't take a while last time.
They basically just called it a Russian operation for 4 years straight. It's like, yeah, Trump didn't really. What it really is, all you, the whole other half of the country, a little under 50%, all you guys are influenced by Russians, and you can't think for yourself like we can, but you guys were influenced by Russian spies. Well, we smart people, we don't pay attention to Russia. It's so insane. Like, I can't even believe that it's like an actual topic that's like really up for discussion. It's beyond any kind of rationality.
Yeah, it's funny how some people can twist things in their heads. And I mean, I know a lot of these thoughts are coming from more radical brains first, or more radical mouths first.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, there's no brain there. They're just speaking. It's just falling out of their mouth. Man, 4 more years of Trump. This is gonna be fun.
still looking that way.
So I sent you my little how I predicted this over a year ago.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So now I'm back to back with the Trump winning both Trump elections. I predicted him winning over a year in advance, and both times people laughed at me like I was like crazy or ridiculous. It's like, I don't know. Do you guys talk to people in other people in this country? You know,
Right.
and I think it might be because of course, living in California, a lot of my friends are there, but even in other places, like I guess maybe it has something to do with our age too, because we're just just out of that college age where people still haven't fully came into their own, and they're still thinking that the world is going to be like college or something. I don't know, but yeah, I just got completely laughed at for both of my predictions, but I was right.
Yeah, what's funny is it's gonna be watching how Democrats react. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that's really the big news. It's like I came into this thinking that Trump was gonna win, and he is, but really, but so my interest of that I couldn't predict, and I don't think anyone can, is how are the leftists going to react?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you can kind of see where how they moved around. Apparently a bunch of them went to Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona, Colorado, Texas. There is a
Colorado didn't surprise me, not this time.
yeah.
They maybe last time, but they definitely changed dramatically over the past 10 years.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's funny. I had met a buddy. He moved because out of Colorado, he came to California, and he was saying like how much it started to change, and he and he was like he didn't even get like the like the Democrat philosophy until he came to like California, and he's like, oh, like yeah, like now I see like why Californians like want this stuff, because like things are like screwed up here. But so it's like I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg situation with Cali, but our session's gonna end here in about 5 minutes or so. What any last thoughts for you about this wild ride?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess Texas surprised me this year. Arizona surprised me this year. It wasn't as clear cut as I thought it was gonna be, but it's looking like Trump's got this.
Yeah. Oh, I just refreshed.
What surprised me too is Biden going so hard on states that he wasn't likely to win, like South Carolina, or it was North Carolina and Florida.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Put a bunch of money into campaigns that were not really a good place to be putting all your money in. And maybe he should have focused more on states like Ohio and Michigan.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know about Biden's strategy.
Because if you look too, like some of the last places that Trump rallied in were in like Pennsylvania and Michigan, and like Trump was in Pennsylvania like a day ago, Michigan like a day or
Mhm.
two ago, and it's like why was Biden not there at that, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that seems
If
like,
there's any takeaway I got from this, it was just that the Democrats didn't plan this very well.
yeah,
It could have
and
been an easy
it
one
seems
for them to
like they
take because I didn't think Trump tried his hardest to win this. He just thought he had it in the bag, and he did. He played it right. They played it wrong.
yeah. Yeah, you think they should have went much harder in those states. It's interesting that they won it.
Those were the ones that were closer. I mean, they tried their hardest in Florida, and they still didn't have a chance there, as far like from the numbers I was seeing. So
Yeah, despite all the fake polls, you know, the momentum for Trump in Florida was ridiculous. So I knew the polls were wrong
yeah, I
there.
don't know if you have any
Arizona
takeaways.
was another big bet.
Yeah, I saw the numbers going towards Biden initially, and I thought they'd flip like some of the other states did, and it never happened.
Yeah, that was wild. But I was saying I refreshed one of these and it's close again for the House, 151 to 160.
Oh shit, down 9
So
points.
yeah, so I
And
mean both
170's majority.
both the House and the Senate are going to be neck and neck. So that will be the thing to look for as this race progresses. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty safe bet to say here now, with everything else closed out, that Donald Trump will be the president of the United States for 4 more years.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, brother. Well, it's fun catching this election with you and
Yeah, man.
figure it out.
Figure it out. Talk to you later, man.
Peace.